Why is President Biden going to go see the president of El Salvador this Saturday? That's a bit worrying. I'm going to talk about this. But first, I have some really, well, actually, this is kind of sad. Thomas Randolph, back in July 15th, 2011, said, well, Bitcoin has stabilized at almost exactly $14 a coin. I'm tired of waiting for a jump, so I'm taking the loss and getting my cash back. This sounds like many people right now at over $69,000, almost $69,000. This is crazy. Like, this is exactly the same mindset. Imagine if that guy sold everything, how he'd be kicking himself right now. I'm sure he didn't sell everything. Hopefully he didn't. Hopefully he bought back, because that would suck. Let's go over to BRICs. Okay, so India and China agreed to ditch the US dollar for imports. The government of the Maldives confirmed that BRICS members, India and China, have agreed to accept local currencies for imports and ditch the US dollar for cross-border transactions in local currencies. So this is just another nail in the coffin. You've heard it all before. Nail in the coffin here, nail in the coffin there. Well, it's death by a thousand cuts. And we all know what's going to happen eventually is that they're eventually going to have a CBDC coming out. And the whole reason for that will be to save the US dollar. That's what's going to happen. I know a lot of people say they're voting against the CBDC. Guys, it's coming, and they're going to find an excuse to make one, okay? Moving on, we have Blackrock is now officially the biggest Bitcoin ETF after overtaking Grayscale in just 4 months. And as I've said, before these ETFs had gone out or were approved, is that BlackRock is going to be the number one ETF. They're going, and I said this is my opinion, but I guarantee this is going to come true, that BlackRock is going to own more Bitcoin than Satoshi's million. Okay? That's how they work. They want to be number one pretty much everything they do, and they're not going to stop. But they didn't become have $11 trillion of assets under management from being the nice guy. Okay, they're going to do whatever it takes. Let's move over to Senator Cynthia Lummis. Now, I get it. I am very hard on politicians, and I'm going to be hard on her as well. She says Bitcoin is going to be an important part of our economy going forward, unless we blow it. So if you follow me at Sir Crypto Tips on Twitter, you will know my response to her was, she's got it completely backwards. It's already an important part of every economy, regardless of how governments treat it. You can't just shut down peer-to-peer. That's one of the most important parts of any economy. And Bitcoin has introduced blockchain technology. It's introduced governance structures. It's introduced something that is almost unheard of in central bank terminology, which is an inelastic supply. And it's mathematically proven, and it's global, permissionless, and so on. It's already the most important aspect of the US economy and global economy. Let's move over to Argentina. This is pretty impressive that Javier Milei has a miracle turnaround. This is from Peter St. Ong on Twitter. Really good guy to follow. I like all of his facts. He has a lot of good facts. Okay, he brought annualized inflation down by 80%. He turned a monster budget deficit to a durable surplus. He slashed government spending, vote buying subsidies, and canceled crony contracts. The final challenge is bringing wages up by unleashing Argentina's long-suffering small businesses. So this is interesting because just recently, Bukele, the president of El Salvador, has met up with Argentina's president as well. Seems like they have a lot in common. But here's the scary part, and I want you to help me understand what is going on here. So you have, I found this today, President Biden to attend the inauguration of El Salvador's President Bukele this Saturday. So why is Biden the person that is funded by the Federal Reserve to print into oblivion. Obviously, he's just a puppet, but I'm just saying, like, why is the Federal Reserve sending him over? That's what I want to know. Why is the central bank sending Biden over? I did look at some comments, and some people say this is a warning sign to Bukele. And that is scary. And also, another one that Heidi came up with is like, hey, you know what? Maybe he is just hopping on the Bitcoin bandwagon. He wants to be there in support of Bukele, because Trump is obviously trying to play the Bitcoin game as well. So let me know what you think down below. I don't trust any of these people. With that said, if you want to see what we are doing with our crypto, why we are doing what we are doing, and if you want to see when we take profits, when we buy coins, definitely check out learningcrypto.com, home of the CT Club. That's all I have. Please like and subscribe. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.